What's happening, guys? So I did just record this entire fucking video, and my phone holder didn't realise was like very slowly, like, because it's like a snake thing with a thing at the end, and it's not old, but it's quite old now. I think I need to get a new one. Um, but it was like very slowly dipping, and then I realised that you basically were practically looking at my fucking ceiling, like the top of my head, pretty much. So it's like, oh, great, fantastic. Now, one thing I'm doing at the moment is I have actually got a little microphone. Got a little microphone, bibs. And that's because my first pickups is a bloody microphone. Clinty boy, he treated me, didn't he? I woke up this morning, genuinely was today, where my doorbell rang, and it was my post. In fact, I'm going to turn this shit down. I was playing this earlier, and it's all right. It's very floaty. It's Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel. It's a bit like what's his face, Bubsy, but I would say better. Yeah, I bombed it down the stairs. I was like, I've not ordered anything. You always know, like, shit. Yeah, that must be my such and such. I was like, I've not ordered anything. I don't know what it is, and I couldn't understand. So no, I still, and I was like, what is this? Cut it open, and this dropped out, and I was like, what? Looked at my name, looked at the address. I was like, it's me, and I was like, oh my god. Clint keeps saying to me, you need to get a fucking microphone. Can't hear you, can't hear you. I'm like, oh my god. So I messaged Clint, and he's like, yeah, it's me. Like, oh, okay, sorry. Sorry, does that makes sound? Sorry. I was like, oh mate, proper touched me, that did as well, nice. And then 5 minutes later, I got a text from something relating to another pickups that is in this video. So I was like, booyah. Now what I'm going to say is this is hopefully the last pickups I'm going to do until the next video that I'm going to do, which should be, touch wood, a room tour video. And I don't just mean my game room, I mean like the whole thing. I keep talking about, I've mentioned it about a bajillion times in my videos, and that's because I've just had, like, in that back corner, I've just had so many things and everything on the floor, and I've not had things on the walls and all sorts of stuff. So now I've actually genuinely got like 95% of my room sorted. And obviously I'll explain, when I'm doing it and everything, all the boring shit. But yeah, it will start over there, it will go all the way around, and it'll end over there. So that hopefully should be in the next month or so. Who knows? But yeah, what I'll do is I'm going to crack on with my video. So, first of all, thank you very much, Clinty boy. That is very, very generous of you. And then I have tested it out. I've literally put my phone in one room and then fucked off upstairs and used the microphone. It's really good. I will do this first, actually. So this went to a car boot with Max about 3 weeks ago, and he bought me some stuff, and then I bought some stuff. Now obviously I bought some boring bits, which I'm not going to show. Like I was like proper like boring dad type thing. Like I bought a fucking paintbrush for like the walls, because it was £1. It's like quite a decent paintbrush. I was like, yeah, go on then. But I use it to paint canvases with, like, very quickly. I bought some fucking Gorilla Glue, but I needed some, you know what I mean? And then Max came back. He goes, oh, I got you this. It's dead tiny, can't see it. We didn't buy this from Maccabi, actually. He bought it from like the works or something. I think they're like £3 or £3.99. It's a Michelangelo mini Pops figure from the original Turtles. I was like, that's quite cool, actually. It's quite a cool little thing. I've got a few Pops figures, but I don't collect them. So he's kind of like 50-50 of like, I'm going to get this for my dad because it's cool, because he likes the such and such, like whatever the pop figure is, but I don't like pop figures, if you know what I mean. Anyway, got that for me. If I can be arsed, what I'll do is I'll put pictures here next to me. Like, I'm quite tired. I've been out today buying a new fucking car. My car's had it. So this microphone couldn't have come at a better time, to be honest. I'm tired. He gave me this. He got this for Christmas. It's a little Pac-Man LCD thing. It's from like Home Bargains or B&M or wherever. But aesthetically, it's going to go in my room. He's like, you could go in your room. It's like, okay, wicked. From the car boot, Max also brought me a tape. Tchaikovsky, it's The Wizard's Spell with music from the Swan Lake Suite by Tchaikovsky. I was like, why have you brought me that? And he was like, because I thought you liked the front cover. I was like, all right. Which the front cover is actually quite cool, to be fair. 10p that cost him, apparently. I bought a present for Clinty Boy, and on the same stall, I bought some other games. And the guy was like, yeah, just pick any game out of here for £1. And I was like, all right then. So I picked Hot Wheels on the PS2 with manual, with game, and all that sort of shit. In fact, I'm pretty sure the game is actually in really good condition. No, it's not. It's alright. It's playable. But I was like, it's £1, whatever. And it's a game that I don't have. Now, it's a game that I still don't have because this is the fucking US version. NTSC. Very nice. So, there you go. And then also he said, oh yeah, pick another game. It's right, mate, just pick another game as well at the same time. Still the same, like £1 for both. And I picked this. And I thought I had it on the DS and not on the PS2. It turns out I do have it on the PS2. So basically, this is fucking pointless, me having these pair of bloody games. Max also got me this. It's a commemorative puzzle. Did about 5 or 6 of these. And I actually love The Breakfast Club. The other one was Jaws. And he knows that I love The Breakfast Club. So he got this for me. He said it cost him 50p, and I was like, what? He always gets like the best deals. That leads me onto this that he also got from the car boot. This was 50p, and I was like, I don't know what you mean. How is it what? So yeah, a Super Mario keyring. I've got like 4 or 5 teddies of Mario, and I don't have this one yet. So yeah, there we go. From eBay, I actually got. Oh god. Got a Super Famicom SNES controller. Well, it's not a Super Famicom SNES, you know what I'm saying. I was watching them. It's weird because I wasn't even looking for this. I was looking for something else. Can't remember what I was looking for, and it came up with a suggested item for this. And can you hear me? Okay. And I was like, I don't have a Super Famicom controller. I was like, yeah, I want one because I know that you can use them on the SNES. I was like, yeah, go on then. So I watched it. And it went from like £9 and he offered me 7. And I was like, the fuck? Like, straight away. I didn't even offer anything. He just sent me an offer, which I love doing that, and they send you offers. And then I sent him an offer of £6, free postage, and he accepted. And I was like, all right. So, and it's really grey. And I thought, even if it doesn't come, I can whip out my old peroxide. Got loads of it as well. And yeah, it's really grey. So, I've got a spare SNES controller, basically. I went to Eddie's and stayed the night, and we went to shopping. We went shopping. Obviously, went to CX and all that sort of shit. And from CX, I didn't buy any games, but I did buy some Blu-rays. Now, he recommended Dave Made a Maze for £5. I've not watched it yet, but it looks and sounds quite funny. I watched the trailer for it, and I was like, yeah, go on then. £5, £5, and he recommended it. So I was like, yeah, go on then. I bought Screen. It was £3, but it's got the US cover, which I like, and it's the only Scream that I properly like, because I love the first Scream. Second Scream's okay. It's not as good as the first one. And then 3 onwards just get really shit and just don't like them. So I know that I'm always going to like the first one. So there we go. Got Fallout, Mission Impossible. I have all the others on Steelbook. Not 1 and 2, because I don't really like them. I used to really love number 2 because it's ridiculous John Woo, but I'm not fussed about getting them on Steelbook. But I've got 3 onwards, and yeah, I'm fancying treating myself. And this is the 4K edition, or is it UHD? I don't know. It cost me £12 anyway. It's got 3 discs in it. I can't be asked to look. Whatever. And then I got Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4 and Part 5. It's the Spanish edition. They don't seem to have it English. I love number 4. 1 to 4 are great. And I have 1, 2, and 3 on Blu-ray, but not. I don't want to get the box set because I can't be asked, because I don't like them all. I only like 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe not a New Nightmare. That's about it. So that's what I did, and that cost me like £8 or something from eBay. So whatever. I treated myself anyway. It's been a slow couple of months. Now from Eddie, I did actually buy a couple of things from him that he already had for sale, and one of which is Adventure Time on the Nintendo DS, and it's Hey Ice King, why do you steal our garbage? It's like a platformer. Don't have it. It's US version because I don't think they released it in the UK. Also, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Battle Nexus on the PlayStation 2. And Masters of the Universe, He-Man Defender of Grayskull. It doesn't have a manual, and Eddie was like, I don't have a manual, you know. Like, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It was only a couple of quid anyway. So he did me a good deal on those. I'm not going to divulge because it's gentlemanly and all that sort of shit. Now, the pièce de résistance. This is my favourite thing out of all the shit that I've got. Honestly, I say shit like it's shit. It's not shit. It's good stuff. What I'm saying, out of all the shit that I've got, out of all the stuff I've got, it's my favourite. So this right here, this is the text. The text that I was waiting on was from a Framers. I live in a village, and genuinely, if I leave my front door and walk to the Framers, I can be there within 90 seconds. Less than 90 seconds, I'm at their door. And they were framing this for me. So it's just dropped on the floor. They were framing this for me. This is a video shop banner poster of Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. I don't know what you can see. That's your problem if you can't see it. Not really. I'm assuming that there's going to be some sort of a glare from my light. So I'm going to do this. Carol Vorderman or something. Yeah, this is a banner poster. It's quite tall. This is how tall it. I mean, you obviously can't really. It's fucking reference. I'm not stood up, am I? Can't remember the measurements. But it's double-sided. One side is this side, and then the other side is landscape, and it's got like previews of different films from 1988. And this was from eBay. Now the guy put it up for 80 quid and was like, "Oh, ultra rare, blah blah blah, one of a kind, all this sort of shit." And I was like, So I really tried to look on eBay under different names and stuff, and under different descriptions to try and look for it elsewhere, and I couldn't fucking find it elsewhere at all. So I was like, ooh, and I offered him. We had a very much like a heated kind of. How can it be heated? But it was like I was offering him and he was offering me, and I was like, oh right then. And he eventually settled on 50 quid. So I was very happy with that. And I thought, I don't really buy a lot of posters and stuff. And I thought, I love this film. I'm not necessarily saying it's the best Freddy, but I've always loved the cover as well. And I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 on VHS because then that's what I had and that's my memories and stuff. And this poster is wicked. So that's what I bought. And that's it for my pickups video, basically. So hopefully the next time that I see all you lot and you lot see me is on my room tour video, basically. There we go. So thanks for watching. I'm tired. I'm knackered. I'm skint. I've got a new car. Oh my god! Oh my god! Last thing, shitting hell. When I went to Clint's, bless him, I walked in and I was like, oh my god, what's that? That's well cool. And it's a badge of Alex Kidd eating a hamburger from the Alex Kidd Miracle World in between each stage. And I was like, that's what he goes, yeah, I've got 2 of them, you can have one if you want. I was like, what? So he gave me this for free. And oh man, honestly, Clinty boy, he's spoilt me, bless him. So yeah, I'm well happy with that. Forgot about that. It's because that was one of the first things I fucking did in my last video. That fucked up. But there we go. So thanks for watching, Bebs.